Quinoa is a highly beneficial food that is gluten-free and a rich source of nutrients. Besides being used like many common grains, it can be ground into a powder or flour. It is very low in fat and can be added to diets as a healthy alternative to many other similar foods. What is quinoa? Quinoa is an interesting form of pseudo-cereal that is not technically a grain or a traditional cereal. It is a crop that has been grown mainly for its edible seeds. Related to spinach and beetroots, it is becoming a major food in America, Europe, China, and Canada, despite the fact that it has to be imported in these parts. This video presents quinoa and its 8 amazing benefits for health. Number 1. Reduces cancer risk. A study shows that eating a bowl of quinoa daily can reduce the risk of premature death by cancer. And the American Institute for Cancer Research has a thing to say about its usage. Each quinoa grain is coated with a bitter substance to protect it as the crop grows, so ensure you put it in a sieve and rinse before you even start cooking. A Polish study also speaks about how quinoa can be a savior during cancer. It's about the extracts of its leaves though. These leaves exert chemopreventative and anti-cancer effects. Another report by the Yale Cancer Center recommends adding quinoa to your diet to fight cancer. Quinoa is super rich in antioxidants, the very compounds that can fight free radicals and other harmful substances that cause cancer. Number 2. Strengthens digestive health. Quinoa is rich in fiber, and that makes this point self-explanatory, pretty much. Fiber adds bulk to the food churned in your stomach, and this stimulates the walls of your digestive tract. Your tract contracts, and this promotes better absorption of nutrients in the small intestine. In the large intestine, this fiber prevents constipation. The B vitamins in quinoa also play a role in digestion. One of these is thiamine, which helps in the production of hydrochloric acid, the acid in your stomach that aids digestion. Riboflavin aids in the development of cells lined in the walls of the digestive tract. Another amino acid quinoa contains is glutamic acid, which is converted into glutamine in your body. Glutamine is responsible for the health of the mucosal lining of your stomach. Number 3. Prevents inflammation. The fiber in quinoa produces butyrate, an important fatty acid that turns off genes related to inflammation. And the B vitamins in quinoa reduce homocysteine levels, an inflammatory hormone in the body. More interestingly, the digestion of fiber in quinoa, and fiber in general, releases acetate, which then travels to the brain and signals us to stop eating. The logic is simple: if you eat less, you are less likely to be taking in pro-inflammatory foods. Quinoa also contains compounds called saponins, which studies have shown to have anti-inflammatory properties. Number 4. Assists in treatment of anemia. Quinoa is rich in iron. 1 cup of cooked quinoa, 185 grams, contains about 3 milligrams of iron, which is 15% of the daily requirement. A diet adequate in iron can help prevent anemia. Another nutrient to look at in this aspect is riboflavin, which quinoa is rich in. Anemia can also be caused due to less riboflavin in one's diet. Also, allow us to reiterate the importance of iron. The mineral is required to make hemoglobin, which is a part of the red blood cells that bind and carry oxygen in your blood. Number 5. Helps you lose weight. All your gym workouts and well-disciplined diets are great, and adding quinoa can only make things better. Quinoa has a much higher fiber content than most plants and grains. Although a large proportion of the fiber in quinoa is insoluble, it still contains a decent amount of its solid cousin. 1 cup of the seeds contains 2.5 grams of soluble fiber, which, according to studies, helps to lose weight. There is something else in quinoa that warrants our attention. It is 20-hydroxyecdisone, a compound known to help with weight control. Research suggests that this compound helps burn more calories and consequently aids weight control. It also makes individuals absorb less fat in their diet. Number 6. Assists in preventing osteoporosis. Let us bust a common myth that only individuals above 50 years must be really concerned about bone health. In reality, unless one happens to be a distant relative of a walrus, everyone must be concerned about the health of their bones, regardless of their age. It works great for bone health as quinoa is rich in magnesium. The mineral plays an important part in the formation of bones. Quinoa is also rich in protein. 1 cup contains 9 grams of it, a nutrient that serves as a building block for the bones. More importantly, it contains all the 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own, which have a part to play in this aspect. As per other studies, the magnesium and manganese in quinoa also help prevent osteoporosis. Number 7. Improves skin health. We already saw quinoa is rich in B vitamins, nutrients that help treat age spots and other conditions related to skin pigmentation by reducing the deposits of dark melanin in the skin. And the vitamin B12 in quinoa interacts with the other B vitamins to maintain a healthy skin complexion. Tyrosinase inhibitors found in quinoa can decrease pigmentation and related problems. In addition, the vitamin B3 in quinoa, also called niacinamide, helps treat acne. It soothes the red and inflamed areas often associated with acne breakouts. Quinoa contains vitamin A, which is the mother of all vitamins when it comes to delaying the aging process. It reduces fine lines and makes your skin look young. And the riboflavin in quinoa, or vitamin B2, improves skin elasticity. It even treats acne, as it can help reduce sebum production. Number 8. Manages diabetes and hypertension. Quinoa is a whole grain, and whole grains are great for diabetes. The fiber in quinoa doesn't raise blood sugar levels. It also prevents diabetes-related weight gain and other chronic conditions. A part of living with diabetes is all about taking foods that have low glycemic index, and quinoa thankfully is on the lower end. Quinoa also has all the amino acids to make protein, unlike most other grains, which also does a good job in controlling blood sugar levels. One Brazilian study stated that a diet including quinoa could help manage type 2 diabetes and the hypertension associated with it. Quinoa is a complex carbohydrate, and such carbohydrates break down in the body much slower, allowing the blood sugar to be more stable. Quinoa also contains good amounts of magnesium and potassium, nutrients that help lower blood pressure. Magnesium also helps relax the blood vessels, and by the way, this helps combat migraines too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our videos of food and nutrition.